Mm,
Okay. Sabina, where are you going? Are you going? Oh yeah, you're going with them as well to the thing,
mhm.
right? Okay. Let's do this in turns. Let's assume that while you guys are walking, Lewis has found the library, and yeah. So basically, Lewis,
Well, is that all they had? Two fucking eyes?
do you want to know it right now? Didn't you want to go to the fucking library?
Fuck it, yes, I go to the library.
Okay. Um, as you as you follow the right side corridor, you eventually reach a big doorway, but this one is open. Inside a very large chamber, um, seems to be like rectangular, basically. Um, the so you're facing the large the. Okay, well, let me just draw. Um, yeah, that
Yes, the
little
room.
D thing. Yeah, that's the entrance, basically. Yeah, to both sides, flanking from both sides are fuck tons of bookshelves. The room is large enough that it accommodates a second floor,
So it's a
but like,
library.
yeah, it's legit a library.
Is there a terminal?
Uh, you look around and eventually you find one on the left side.
Well, I log in.
Okay, make roll for tech use, or
Cultural
just,
Heresy 101.
or are you
Wait.
trying to log in with what the Inquisitor gave you?
Well, yes, obviously.
Okay, yeah. You managed to log in.
I mean, wait, what did the Inquisitor give me?
Credentials, basically, for you to allow to access the library.
He did?
He gave you credentials. You don't know what these credentials can give you, though. It might just be like a limited pass. You don't know.
Okay, I search information on the dude.
On who?
Uh,
Some news.
Somnius.
You find nothing.
Wah, wah. Wrecked.
I search for demon hosts. Like,
You've
you know,
you find a couple of entries.
okay.
Uh, one of them is appropriately named Demonology 101, and the other ones are Demonology 101 Part 2 and Part 3.
No, I was more looking like for reports.
The terminal is basically just listing you the tomes available to you in this
It's like a
library, and
book
they're looking
index.
basically, yeah.
I guess I opened Demonology 101.
Uh, you click on Demonology, the Part 1, and it indicates you to the far end of the right side of the library and a specific stand and a specific level. With a bit of work, you eventually find the book itself. It seems to be quite old and very well used. Like you see the spine of the book itself is already kind of shedding a little bit. Uh, the cover of the book is also kind of like mangled. The pages themselves have like creases that indicate this book has been used quite a while.
Ah,
And as you're looking for a demon host, right?
yes.
Yeah. Search up an index, and eventually you find a page linked to demon hosts. Give me 2 seconds. The page itself pretty much describes mostly what you already know. That the demon host is a unholy creation of foul and dangerous rituals in which a powerful demon of chaos is bound into a living human or other mortal host body and enslaved to its creator's will. An utterly foul act, the creation of demon host condemns the soul of the host body to eternal torment and provides a lasting home in the material universe. Okay, material universe for a demon to work its malignant evil. Despite the horror of their creation, there are those within the Inquisition itself, as it is said, who have dared to replicate the act, hoping to turn their creations against enemies of the Imperium. Then there's like in this particular session, there's like parentheses quoting another book called Radical Inquisitors and their stories. The parenthesis ends there, and the tome goes on again. Um, Unfortunately, demon hosts are not only the preserve of a handful of unfortunately, demon hosts are not only the preserve of a handful of radical inquisitors, insane dabblers in proscribed knowledge, and the most powerful of chaos cults have also been known to create demon hosts to serve them in their designs. Demons do not rest easily under the will of any mortal, and to earn the enmity of such creature is to gain an immortal enemy. So a demon host creator is faced with a dangerous conundrum. The more powerful the demon host created, the weaker the bindings of the demon. And at the last sentence, it trails off into something called true name. It basically goes on to detail that to to hold the demon's true name is to hold power, like unquestionable power
If you
over
know the
the demon.
demon's name.
The true name.
Well, yes.
Yeah. It also states that demons go by many names in many languages, but their one true name is usually in a tongue so alien and malefic that to even dare to try to speak it is almost like a
German, we get it.
yeah, basically it's German. But yeah, and the description of the demon host page ends there. Would you like to know more?
I go back to the terminal and put in the search term demon.
Just demon?
Just demon. It's probably going to find way too much.
It finds you the three same ones.
Mm.
And then it finds a couple of history books. What seem to be most of them seem to be detailing like one event in particular, like each of them.
What event?
No. Like I mean, like there's like say like six or
Each
seven.
of them focus on one event.
Yeah, basically one particular demon or one a warp.
Well, what are the
intrusion.
titles?
Right. Give me 2 seconds.
And I assume it tells me where the book is without clicking on it.
I mean, you have to click on it, sort of.
I
Are you
do.
worried about your browser history?
I'm in fucking inside the Inquisition, mate.
Yes, and you're a heretic, I know.
And I logged in with a very specific logging account, so yes, I am fucking worried about that.
You should be.
Give me 2 seconds.
I mean, it's fine as long as I know the name, I can just manually search for it.
That fire music's making me really sleepy.
Do not sleep.
I know, right?
Just wish it wasn't rain.
It's not rain, isn't it? Like a fire.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's so warm and cozy and sleepy.
Don't fall asleep.
Wait, are you telling me you guys have finally the sun over?
What?
The sun, England. They never see the sun.
Yeah, it's been hot and sunny a week.
Heresy.
I'm back, sorry.
So it's
You are not forgiven.
Why? What happened? I said I'm going back.
It's fine, Lika.
I'm
Calm
messing
down.
with you,
He's
Lika.
messing with you. Stalker.
yes.
Shit. God damn it. Alright. The first book is titled Scarbrand, the Exiled One.
Skip.
The second one is called Kabanda. So K-H and then like an apostrophe, Banda.
Nothing else, just that.
Calm down.
No, I mean, that's the name of that book.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, skip.
2 seconds. The third book is Bellacore.
Skip.
The fourth book is called Lorgar.
Skip.
The fifth book is called Fulgrim.
Fulgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I know that name from somewhere?
Do you? Yeah. It just says Fulgrim.
I know that name from somewhere. God damn it.
Maybe go look up the book.
Okay. I make a book note on it. Skip.
No, that's it. That's the fifth one.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all bullshit. Eh. Um.
Out of the, like at the bottom, you almost miss it. You kind of see like in very tiny lettering. Further results censored due to credentials.
mm. No, I could hack this shit,
Oh boy!
but it would kill us all.
Not us all. You.
Before you make a decision, let's go over to another person. In the meantime, think what you want to do.
Fair enough.
Right, Hagram.
Yo.
Hagram, Cassilius, Carden, Sabina, you all managed to very easily find your way back to the hangar where you were. Let me just change up the sound again. It seems to be a little bit more, a bit more people. So there seem to be a couple of marketplaces open, and the Voidborn are trading amongst each other, talking. The door on your left side, leading to the hangar where your shuttle is. You also hear like the faint sound of last gunfire going off. After a few seconds, you kind of see that on one of the unoccupied landing zones, a couple of the what appear to be the guys from the Inquisitorial Hazard team, they appear to be just taking pot shots at a wall. But yeah. You have you have the old thing. You have the whorehouse on your right side, and at the far end of the hall, a staircase that appears to lead into some further rooms that you don't know what they are.
Yeah, so lads, what you reckon? Drink first and shop later, or other way around?
I reckon we'll be too wasted to shop responsibly afterwards. We might as well do it now.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I think it's too late for him. Where's the bag of cocaine?
I can handle my cocaine, thank you very much.
Famous last words.
Mr. Unlicensed Psyker.
Soiker, mate. Soiker.
Soika. Anyway, a little bit of a vision problem myself, and need to find something to subjugate the missing eyeball, I suppose. And Lewis is still humping the computer somewhere, right?
Yeah, he's in the library, basically close to the inquisitorial quarters. So he's very, very far away from you.
Yeah. I guess I just want to go check out the stores if there's any kind of enhancement.
The ones from the slums. You mean basically, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go
Like-
for a slum makeover.
Yeah.
I'll come with you.
On the opposite side of what appears to be an impromptu football field being played by a couple of voidborn children, stands some sort of blacksmith. He has a couple of lances on display, a piece of metal armor, and what appears to be some sort of bear trap with a chain attached to it. He
For
is
the
working.
space bears.
He is working his forge with a piece of metal. A little bit further ahead, still on the right side, like close to the staircase at the end of the hall, you can faintly hear the chops of a meat cleaver coming down. And after a few minutes, you kind of look over and like, yep, okay, that like a dude just chopping up some meat, and it has like a couple of stands with what appears to be like sausages and stuff. On the left side, close to the door leading to the hangar itself, um, appears to be like a stall with like hanging fruit for some reason, like fruit and vegetables in a spaceship. Um, a frail old woman stands at the front of that stall, chatting up with what appears to be her neighbor in wait of new customers. And as far as you can see, that's about it. Oh, and then there's obviously the whorehouse, but you saw that one already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's about it. There's still the staircase at the end of the hall leading to somewhere, but you don't know. But yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing much, use in here. Anything you find?
Sorry, are you asking me?
No, the other guys with me.
Say that again.
Are you finding anything you need in here? Because I am not.
No.
Me either.
I don't really need anything.
I guess we'll head onwards then, see what's beyond, and go to the staircase.
Mm-hmm. As you climb up the first, like imagine it's. Let me quickly draw it, just so you get an idea. It's basically like if you're on the corridor looking at the wall, this is basically what you see. So it's like two staircases on each side, and they converge in the middle, and then there's one staircase leading up and into the wall. And as you climb like the side stairs, you notice a couple of tents below you, with a campfire going on. A couple of void-born old women are standing there. One of them barely looks up to you, and you hear a faint. Tss. As you move up, you go into this large hall, or what you thought was a large hall. But as you go into as you go up, you basically now can see a corridor that seems to go pretty much until the end of the like 200 meters roughly, an entire corridor just going. You can see like a couple of corridors going on either side then, but there's one main one going like all the way to the bottom. As you enter up this corridor, you go in like immediately after you enter. There's like a small little intersection. You can hear noises of like people talking on the right side, and on the left you seem to be like hospital noises, sort of.
So like beep 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 beep.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll go check out the sound of the hospital area.
Okay. As you move in, there the metal of the ground where you walk is switched to a very clean white ceramic, covering the entire floor, walls, and even ceiling. A few splashes of blood here and there cover the floor, but you figure for an inquisitorial ship that's not too bad. A couple of beds, a couple of empty beds on your left side. Uh, there seem to be on your right side a few other beds. One of them seems to be occupied, but like the curtain is closed. Then there's other two that have someone in them. One of the people in them appears to be sleeping. The other one is being taken care of by what appears to be a sister hospitaller. So a member of the Adepta Sororitas, same sisterhood as you, Sabina, but basically the medic order of the sisterhood. She doesn't appear to be donning her power armor, instead preferring to keep up with a white shirt and some sort of cargo pants. Um, as she's talking with the patient on the bed, she kind of hears you guys coming over, and she turns to them and says, "Oh yeah, just give me a minute." And as she like makes this sound, a couple of servitors come up to the patient, and you can see one of the servitors with its right hand like holds up what appears to be a sailing bag, and with its left hand just inserts a needle into the arm of the patient. The other servitor on the other side of the bed just appears to be looking at the patient very ominously. Uh, the sister comes up to you and says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hello there. New to the ship, kind of getting our bearings.
Hmm.
What this a hospital or what kind of work you doing over here?
Well, it's very obvious, isn't it? It's the local hospital for this hangar.
Okay, weird question. Do you do cybernetics?
Well, I don't particularly sell them, but if they're not too complicated in nature, I'm pretty sure I can install them. I mean, you don't go a day in the ship without somebody losing an eye or an arm or a leg. So,
I show what remains of the hole in my eye, and yeah, I can agree to that. So if I get the the fucking thingy,
Mhm.
I could come back here and get it installed.
Yes, I could do that for you.
That sounds absolutely lovely. What was your name again, love?
Um, please, Mr. Acolyte, I don't. But my name is Sil.
As in C.
As
Like
in
that.
Brazil.
No, like Sil, Cil.
I introduce myself. Hagrid Doomsayer, a pleasure to meet you. And make sure I will return once I acquire myself as a I can't say the word today. Uh, brain is no work. Um, you wouldn't happen to know anywhere around the ship where I might actually acquire one?
Well, I would figure the quartermaster maybe has something. If he doesn't, I figure the Adeptus Mechanicus on the hangar. They usually have what you would seek, although they are very reserved sort of people.
All right. Well, I appreciate your assistance, and you're doing good work. And I give a little tip on the hat, and kind of turn to the others. Do we know where the quartermaster is? I totally forgot about it.
Quartermaster, I don't
I'm not.
believe so. But the mechanicals are in the hangar. I think we
Okay.
saw Louis go to them earlier.
Right. 2 seconds, and I turn back around to the lovely
Mhm.
sill, and would you mind giving a lost bunch of lambs directions towards the quartermasters?
Yeah, go up the main corridor in this hall, all the way to the back, and then to your left side.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
No worries.
Tip my hat again and relay the info to the others.
Mhm.
And yeah, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? We should be getting paid, shouldn't we? I'm kind of just like I kind of forgot what the fuck.
Yeah, he did say something about money.
Plus, said that there could be some words that I cannot pronounce today at the quartermasters, which I need to acquire.
What, cybernetics?
Yes, cybernetics. There we go. I've broken the curse.
I could use some too.
Well, I would ask Lewis as a prize a lot of situation and get his opinion on this, but he's too busy humping a toaster behind the corner. But uh, yeah, I vote for going to the quartermaster. What about you?
I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Well,
Silius?
No, I don't want any cybernetics.
You guys can all go in separate directions, by the way, I'll remind you.
But I'll be watching them install. I like that.
you had to add that. Well, I suppose we'll head to the quartermasters then, and we take the direction given by the lovely lady Sill,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
take
you
off.
you walk a good a good while. Like the corridor is very long. As you pass through a couple of intersections, um, the first one you hear general commotion, like on your right side. On the left side, pretty much the same, and you can kind of like you take a peek, you kind of see like it's a bunch of barracks with probably the pilots and flight crew of this hangar. You keep going a little bit further. In the next intersection, you hear pretty much the same, but a little bit louder. On the left side, you kind of peek. A bunch of people like holding trays. It's probably a mess hall, some sort. On the right side, you don't hear much except for a couple of mechanical noises, pretty much. You keep going further. This time on the left side, you don't really hear pretty much anything. On the right side, you hear a lot of commotion, actually. And indescribably, it's almost like you hear a bottle, like hitting a table. You don't see anything, though, but you hear it. And as you move a little bit further, you finally reach the end of the hallway. To your right side, again, you don't really hear much. To the left side, the indescribable sound the unique sound of a weapons workshop. And I assume you enter.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you go in a large room, it seems to be divided in two. Uh, like not necessarily like it's a big room. Like most of the corridor and the entire hallway, big ugly metal walls and damp metal flooring, uh, with a fluorescent light hanging on the ceiling, sometimes blinking a little bit. To the left side, you see another wall with a metal door. Above the door says "Personal Workshop." To the right side, you see what appears to be a counter. Uh, the counter has it has like fuck, what is it called? Those fucking bars from prison. What is it called? Um,
Bars? Or
yeah. Basically, imagine like bars in prison, like and a tiny opening in the middle of the counter. Behind the counter, you can see uh, a man, seemingly old man, with a cybernetic left arm, dirty clothes. He seems to, with his back turned to you, he seems to be hammering in a piece of equipment in a table close to the wall.
All right. I go greet him. Good day. Looking for
Huh?
the quartermaster. Wouldn't
Yep,
happen to be in.
yep. That's me. As he very like awkwardly puts away his tools and tries to clean his hands on his um, on his shirt, but just ends up greasing the shirt and not really removing any oil from his hands. Oh, oh shit! We're gonna have to clean that one later. Yeah.
Kind of present towards Sabina my hand, and Inquisitor Ravenholm sent us with a message. And you have the thingy for the quartermaster.
Yeah, pass over the parchment-y paper thing.
Give me 2 seconds. Right. As you hand over his parchment, he like, no, this is an inquisitorial parchment. He spits on his left hand and tries to clean the rest of his oil like with his own spit, and it kind of works. Like it kind of works. His hands aren't as dirty, but he just spit on his fucking hand. He grabs the parchment and tries looking at it, like, oh, shit, I need my glasses. Reaches over to his left breast pocket, pulls out a very fragile looking pair of glasses, puts it on barely, just. Oh, okay. Well, this is your payday then, lads. He
So
then.
it would seem.
Yep. Give me 2 seconds. He then puts the parchment back on the counter. He goes like into the back of his workshop, perusing through many drawers and chests and whatnot. While you guys are waiting, you kind of notice that there's like one or two servitors just seemingly doing random tasks, like hauling a bunch of chests here and there. You can also see another young man that seems to be his apprentice. He's trying to basically make a nail, apparently, but he's kind of failing terribly. And as the old man passes through and says, "No, keep hammering that in," and then that's how you do it. All right, give me 2 seconds. And then he goes, opens up a chest, grabs a bag, and he's like, that's about it. And he comes back over to you, handing you like a satchel bag. The indescribable sound of coins hitting the counter inside the bag. And as you open the bag,
grab all the money and run away.
You
Yoink.
find a bunch of coins.
You found what? Sorry?
A bunch of coins.
Not credits.
Yeah, it's different currency.
By the way, subtly, I'm gonna change credits to thrones. Just subtly. Never happened. Wait, how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But is it the same currency?
Yes, yes. We're gonna slightly assume that the credits thing never happened. They're called thrones.
I'm fine with that. Sure.
And as you open the bag, a bunch of stacks reveal themselves and says, well, there it is. 5 stacks of 200 thrones. Your payment. Hooray.
I pocket my share of the money and I turn to him and, hey, what say you, lad, if I return some of this money back to you? Looking for something to replace something I misplaced, and I point towards the hole in my face.
Yeah, so we're not a guy would do good there. Well, I'm afraid I'm not like the Mechanicus ones. I mean, I do have a couple of ones here, but they're not really well crafted. I work more in the smithing, not the cyber smithing, as you could assume.
Well, is there anywhere else in this lovely ship I might acquire one?
Well, you can either buy this one that I have. It's not pretty, but it'll do the job. Or there's the Mechanicus guys over at the hangar. I'm pretty sure they have the good stuff.
How much for this? And I inspect the eye or whatever he's holding.
You can see it's a very rough patch. Like the metal on it, it's not very pure, so to speak. You can kind of like see hints of other metals, maybe iron, like in the outside. Uh, the 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 yeah, the digital components seem to be like kind of improvised, sort of. From your limited experience, you guess that yeah, it could work, but it definitely doesn't look good. And as you finish inspecting it, he turns to you and says, "Well, for that one, a meager 120 credits, thrones."
Actually, how much did we get, Smiley?
You all got 200, and you can grab each stack, each of you. Feel free. Like each stack is one for each one of you. It's
How much
200
is it?
total. 200 total. Yeah, 200 total. No, 200 for each of you. It's 4 coins of 50, 200.
Fucking leaving it there.
Fair enough.
You're leaving it there?
Every time I'm trying to move it falls.
Jess, hover over it and hold the mouse button. There you go.
I mean, if you don't want the money.
Get off of my monies.
Jess, are you okay?
I kind of look at the rest of the group and look at the cybernetics and kind of ask them, "What do you guys think? Is this worth the money?" Kind of.
I say we save up for the Mechanicus.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Sorry there, lad, but I'm looking something a little less rough.
No worries, I wouldn't put this one on myself either. Now, if you're looking for weapons and weapon mods, I'm your guy.
Well, and I kind of pull the sniper rifle I have to the table and, well, see anything here you could do to improve this, baby? Already has a optics and a silencer, but always looking for improvements.
Well, yeah, your basic stuff. I could get you a custom grip that should help you in aiming. Maybe if you're looking to try to make it a little bit more conceivable, I could maybe compact it a little bit, cut off a little bit of the barrel, shorten its clip size. Alternatively, I could also get you an expanded magazine. I'm pretty sure we have a few ones of those.
How much for the expanded clip?
For the expanded clip, 65 rounds.
I'll get that, and for the grip,
You're gonna get 5 units of expanded magazine.
sorry, what?
You said you're gonna get it for the group.
What?
For the
Wait.
grip.
Oh, the
Grip.
grip.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So you're gonna
shit,
get.
Sorry.
Oh, how much for the grip? Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I'm sorry. 85 thrones. Although
And
I
what
do
does
that.
it do?
The custom grip will grant you +5 to any ballistic skill or weapon skill for you, and -5 to any other person that tries to wield your weapon. It's legit custom made to you.
Hell yeah! Slap that baby in there too. Fuck it.
Alright, we can probably make this one in an hour. Just need to measure your hand a little bit. Right hand, left, which one?
And how much was that total?
Oh, you want to get both?
Yeah, I want to get both.
2 seconds. How much did I say? 85?
85 for the grip, I think.
150 total. So for the grip and the expanded magazine.
Yeah, so that leaves me at 140.
Yoink.
Alright, I reckon I'll be back in an hour. I'm going to,
Wait. I need to measure your hands, if you don't mind.
oh yeah.
He grabs like an old machine sort of thing. Like, he puts it down on the table, clicks a couple buttons. Goddamn piece of shit. There we go. Right, if you wouldn't mind, put your hand in there.
I reluctantly put my hand in
Don't worry, it won't bite. Maybe.
there.
And getting a detailed copy. And there, we're done. See? Didn't bite. Luckily. Alright, come back in an hour. I'll have it done for you.
Lovely, thank you.
As
If
for
I
all you.
may, yeah.
Yes. What can I do for
I'd
you?
like to do a bit of a trade-in.
Yes, of course.
I'm looking for something a bit more solid projectile than my last pistol.
Interesting. Are you looking for a pistol, perchance, as well? Or something more. with a bit more range and perhaps a little bit more firepower?
Well, you see, more range and firepower would be nice, but I'm a bit weighed down as it is. I slapped a backpack of fuel.
You're a very good flamer, my good sir. Very good.
Damn right.
So something solid projectile. Let me have a look. And as he sorry. As you can hear like him going back to the searching, he like picks up a little pistol, like, nope, this is trash, throws it, and you can hear it like clanking on the ground. After the third clink, it kind of breaks apart. Just it's like, yep, yeah, that one was shit. So pistols, right?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I think this one. Picks up a couple of shit, comes back. Right, here we go. Places a pistol on the ground. Auto pistol. Single fire, fully automatic. Good enough damage, 18 rounds clip. 1.5 kilograms. Reliable, trustworthy, it'll get the job done. Though it's admittedly low caliber. If that ain't your speed, you also have this. And he puts down a considerably larger pistol. Hand cannon. More range. It's only single fire. 5-round clip. And it's a hefty boy at 3 kilograms. But it'll definitely get the job done.
That doesn't sound half bad. So how about the trade-in? Last pistol for the hand cannon?
Would you hand me your last pistol so I can check it?
Of course. Hand it to him.
He picks it up and is like, very well made. Say, sir, were you an Imperial Guardsman?
Yes, I have.
I can see. This is very well crafted. Let's say 60 extra thrones. And the last pistol.
I'd say 30 extra is more reasonable.
A soldier and a bargainer. 70.
I could just raise it.
No, he said 80 before.
He said 60.
Pretty sure. Okay, sorry. 50.
35.
49.
Mm, 40.
Make a commerce check.
Oh boy.
So it's 0 with your intelligence, but minus 10 since you don't have it known.
Mhm.
Ah, so
32.
close.
Wait, am I off by 1?
Yeah, you're off by
Yeah.
one. He looks at you like, nope, 49.
No, you know what? No, I'm using a fate.
Okay, sure.
I'm not paying.
Okay, like Russell.
No, he's like,
Rain.
I'm using another. I mean, we have them per session anyway, right? So
yes.
there we go. The previous
Yeah.
2 attempts did not happen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please, Emperor, make this price lower.
You try
In
to
my times of need.
you try to reason with the man why it should be 40 instead of 49, and after a bit of back and forth, he's like, "No, it really should be 49." You're like, "No, but you see, it's this quality of the last pistol. It should be 40." After a while, he's like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough. 40 thrones it is then."
Thank you.
Thank you. And he grabs the last pistol, puts it down, and then extends his hand to get the money.
I hand him some.
Some.
I hand him the actual amount.
Yeah, he carefully counts them and is like, all right, well, pleasure to doing business with you. Here you go. If you have any problems with it, let me know.
I shall.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you, fine gentlemen?
Before we go, I forgot.
Yes.
How much for these? And I hand over 2 of the Derringer snub pistols I have.
Mm-hmm. But you have 2 of them?
Yeah. And I also have 2 auto pistol clips. And
No, you have
3
one. You have one Derringer.
I have a Bim Mark 2. Okay.
You have 2 Derringer. One Derringer, sorry.
Okay, well, one Derringer then.
Next to you, like, seems to be in decent condition. I'll give it 20 thrones for it.
I throw the auto pistol clips as well.
He
How
looks
much
at
for
them.
those?
He looks at them. Hmm. 30 for everything.
Oh, I'll take it.
Alright. Alright, so you are done. Wait. Wait, 50, 30. So instead of 90, you have 110.
No, I had more than that.
You had
I had
290.
90. I had 290, and I used what was it? 150.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 290 minus 150 is 140.
Yes, minus 30 now, it's 120. 110.
Minus 30 for what?
For the Derringer and the auto pistol clips.
Why is he minusing it? Surely
selling
you're
it.
giving that him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shut up. Shut
Also,
up.
I'll be right back.
Yes. I'm tired. I'm tired. Fuck all you.
Am I giving him my money too? Like what?
Alright, you have 170.
Okay, there we go.
Forget it, man.
All
But-
right. That's
just
about
upped it.
my.
Crossman's cost was 40. Okay. Meter stones as well. Anything else?
Yeah, I ask him. I tell him that the Inquisitor dude said to ask him for my battle bitch uniform, whatever it's called, power armor.
Power. Looks at you like we don't deal with power armors. That's the higher up quartermaster who reports directly to the Inquisitor. If he told you that he's gonna get a new armor set for you, then he should tell you when it's ready.
Thank
As-
you.
No worries. What about you? Fine looking fellow over there. Why don't you step in? Do you need anything?
Oh. Do you have something a psyker would use?
Psychers. Well,
I'll be right back.
I mean, you are a psyker, but you still need to use guns. So, or can I interest you maybe in a melee weapon?
I would like something to throw that makes lots of pain or paralyzes an enemy. Do you have something like that?
I need to search my inventory.
Are you familiar with terror warfare?
Oh, quite, sir. Quite.
Cool.
Well, a bunch of grenades here, if you would want that.
Oh, grenades.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Knives. Grenades it is, then.
How much?
Well, let's see. That's what looks to be your typical frag grenade, though. 25 a pop for this one. And then he grabs another one. Puts up. Hallucinogenic grenade. $40 for this one. And finally, grabs another one. Photon flash grenade if you need to clear a room. Nothing better than this one. $50.
Does it kill?
Well, not necessarily. But it blinds and deafens any enemy close by, allowing you to get up close and kill them.
Okay. Yeah, take one.
So you take a flash grenade? Okay, that's 50 thrones then.
Okay, and I take the previous one too.
Which one, the hallucinogenic or the frag grenade?
The frag and the hallucinogenic. All of them.
Okay.
I pay him.
So that's 105 thrones. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
So you now have 176 thrones. Yeah, he grabs the money that you hand to him and hands over the grenades. You now have a frag grenade, a hallucinogenic grenade, and a photon flash grenade. It's pretty much a flashbang.
Thanks.
No worries. Anything else?
That's all. I don't have any more. I don't have much more. So thanks.
All right. Well, anytime you need equipment, I'm here. Right. Anybody need anything else, or can I move over to Stalker?
Oh, go.
Okay, Stalker, you're still here? Be right back. Okay. Well, while he's gone, anybody want to do anything else?
Nah, Gucci, bro.
Is Crossman back?
I came back.
Welcome back. Do you want to do anything else while everybody isn't doing shit?
Oh, I suppose I should go and see the fucking priest, dude.
You have to go back pretty much close to the elevator that would lead up to the Inquisitor's room. Do you want to go?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Also, are you okay?
I will be when I've had sleep.
Fair enough.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm gonna do Jess's priest thing if you don't mind, Stalker, and then I'll move over to you.
Sure.
Just quickly change the music. Okay, Sabina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you wanna go make your way to the church? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Crossman.
Thanks.
As you move back the same way you came, first of all, you start feeling a little bit tired because you've still been going all day and you haven't rested yet. But you persist. You move on. Same thing as before. The slums from the hangar start getting sparse and sparser until there's none. And once you reach the main corridor that goes all the way, like from the front to the back of the ship, pretty much same thing as before. Like you see a couple of hover lifters with cargo going at full speed, piloted by a servitor. Occasionally, a few voidborn, again with the carts carrying a bunch of shit. Until you eventually reach the large doorway that leads to the cathedral. The doors are open, and as you enter the door, uh, there's a member of the priesthood of the ecclesiarchy. He looks at you and says, "Welcome, sister." And as he grabs with his right hand a cloak similar to the one he's using, he hands it over to you. Says, "Please don this before you enter."
Yeah, I'll put it on.
As you put it,
Space burqa.
no, it's basically just like a cloak with a hoodie, basically. It goes all the
It's
way to your.
merch.
No, okay, I'm describing that. A sort of a black, some brown burlap, not really well made, but sort
It
of comfortable.
covers your head, it's decency.
Covers your hand, like your head and your pretty much your entire body, except for it leaves it open in the middle, pretty much. Um, as you enter the church itself, you see the familiar cathedral. Like right in front of you is like a staircase leading downwards. Flanking the staircase are seats, and to the side of each, so there's like three staircases, like one right in front of you, and then one on each end of the wall. And in between the staircases are the seats. All of them are pointing like downwards, in a circular fashion into what appears to be like a podium. Um, Behind the podium, um, an intricate golden statue of the emperor with a flaming sword pointing upwards into the windowed ceiling, um, that lets in a bit of sunlight now, uh, to illuminate the rest of the cathedral. The parts that aren't illuminated by the sunlight are instead illuminated by braziers on pillars that are that have like a green fire. Um, on the church itself doesn't appear to be very busy. You can see like there's a couple of people also dressed in the same robes. Some of them are kneeling down. Other ones are just sitting at their seats, mumbling their prayers. You can see at the end of the staircase where the podium is, sat down at the last bench on the left side, an old man, also wielding the same cloaks, with a staff on his right hand. His staff has like a book at the top that's like opened on a certain page, and yeah, he's just standing there at the end, and you identify it that is the priest Abraham, by the way.
I approach him and ask, are you Priest Abraham? Inquisitor Ravenhorn said I needed to see you.
Ah, yes, young Sabina. Please sit down.
Thank you. I'll sit down, obviously.
As he turns to face you, you can now see and remember. He has like a band across his eyes, and you remember that he is blind. He, as you sit down next to him, he holds your hand, or like your with his left hand. Very wrinkly skin, and you could see from his face as well, a very worn out, sunbathed skin. And as he turns to you, yes, I've heard that your sisters have fallen in the service of our emperor. I
They
would.
carry on, sorry.
Hmm?
Carry on, sorry.
No. Go on.
And yeah, indeed they did. Praise the Lord Emperor, whatever. Can't remember his name.
God Emperor.
Yeah, that one.
How are you feeling with such loss?
At the time it was traumatic, but they died doing what they wanted to do, you know. They died living, fulfilling their dreams. I don't know, working for the dude.
A death in the service of the emperor, more than any one of us deserves. Certainly. But I do feel that you are still troubled.
I've bore witness to enough death that it is to be expected.
Mm. Are you worried for someone?
For the little ones that we brought with us, yes, of course, they're innocents.
One can be innocent and still stray from the light of the emperor. Remember the words of our Holy Inquisition. Innocence proves nothing.
This is true, but they are tiny little things that I feel could do good. They need to be given a chance, as I was.
Yes, and I figure that's the chance they will have. But it is up to them whether their faith remains stoic.
Shut up, Aslan. You evil fuck.
Letty, what?
Give me 2 seconds.
You have one.
What about your new companions? How are they treating you?
Um, they're an interesting bunch. I can't say I've come across people quite like those before.
That's usually our selling point.
Unique, I think would be the word. But
Yes,
they treat me well.
good enough. Do you fear heresy from any of them?
Straight up to snitching, eh?
Hey, I didn't
So,
snitch
good,
you
how
yet.
are you doing?
I'm not heretic.
Mm-hmm.
At least you have no reason to suspect that.
Welcome back, Vicky.
Come back.
At the moment, no. They have all followed their orders and don't seem to be particularly bad. Which
Particularly.
strange, curious creatures, but not heretics.
Remember to trust your teammates, but above all, trust the Emperor. Let not any one of them turn from the light unpunished.
I would never allow such a thing. I
As,
would put
as
my
for the
bolt
little
into their
ones,
heads.
as for the little ones, should they be declared too corrupt to be saved, how do you think you would react?
um, I couldn't say, but I just have to trust in the God Emperor.
Very well. Would you care to pray for them with me?
Sure.
Then repeat after me. And as he takes off his left hand from you and he forms the sign of the Aquila. So basically like an eagle with his hands and holds it close to his heart. Repeat after me. Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind.
Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind.
Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future.
Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future.
Heed his wisdom, for he will protect you from evil.
Heed his wisdom, for he will protect you from evil.
Whisper his prayers with devotion, for they will save your soul.
What?
Whisper his prayers with devotion, for they will save your soul.
Those words save your soul, yeah.
Also, your kids are probably like looking at you, just like, oh no, mom
She's
fall
in
into
a
a cold.
This is
They
what
were
this
looking at
time.
me a little bit weird.
Honor his servants, for they speak in his voice.
Yep, they speak in his voice.
Sister, I would have you repeat after me, please.
Sorry. Say it again.
Honor his servants, for they speak in his voice.
Honor his servants, for they speak in his voice.
Tremble before the majesty of the Emperor, for we all walk in his immortal shadow.
Tremble something or other, because we all walk in his shadow.
That's like Stalker. It's like Stalker.
Oh, man.
Honest, there's too many words. Do like 2 words at a time. I'm sorry, Father, but I am tired. I need a nap. The God Emperor, I need to sleep.
I would have you reread the Lectitio Divinitatis when you have the time, but I understand that in your situation you might be a little bit more tired.
I am emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I will read it before I sleep, and I won't sleep until I've read it, but I might fall asleep halfway through. If I do, I'll reread it again and again, and I'll say a couple of Hail Marys.
Very well then.
Heretical.
Maybe that's why I don't sense the heretics. Maybe I am my own fuck. Now I'm having a fucking crisis. No, I don't.
As he finishes the prayer, he kind of looks up to the statue, relaxes back into the bench, and says, "Well then, in that case, leave in peace, and may the Emperor be with you."
And with you, I'm sorry, Father. I'm going to my quarters and I'm going
Do
to
not
rest
be
now.
do not be sorry, sister. Be better.
I shall.
Good.
And I quietly leave and give my cloak to the dude on the way out.
Yep. Right. With that out of the way.
There's too many words, man.
She
My brain's
baptized.
like,
No. She was
English,
just
what?
yeah.
She baptized now.
Wait. Alright. Lewis,
Yes.
have you decided whether you want to commit the ultimate heresy or not?
Let's just say I'm intrigued.
Okay. Yeah,
You want to heresy for yourself.
like I said before, you noticed that the credentials
Okay,
allow you only to see a
Do I see cameras?
Um,
Also wait. There. Do I see cameras?
you see one. at the entrance, like on the top of the doorway, like here.
Oh, basically who entered, but it doesn't seem like it's recording inside. Like
No, it's recording inside, but
it's mostly for who enters.
pretty much, yeah.
He's gonna speedrun getting caught. Just you watch.
Okay. On the what was the last entry that I could see? The fucking book name?
Fulgrim.
Fulgrim. Yeah, that one catches my eye. I don't know why. Okay, I'm searching for the heretical Inquisitors book.
So you're searching up about
Where it
heretic.
is? Yeah. No, where it is. You said there was a book named like that. Oh, maybe it's not in this library.
Radical Inquisitors, not
Radical. Sorry, yeah.
You search it up and you find one entry.
Oh, okay.
It's about Inquisitor. Let me see if I can remember his fucking name. About Inquisitor Fidus Cryptman. I will write it down.
And I also. Is the library like that fucking big? Fetus crypt, yes.
Yeah, it's a big library, though there are certainly bigger ones in the Imperium, but you know it's a sizable one.
Okay, while I grab the book, I kind of walk around and I assume the books still have like their names on the backside, right? It's like
Wait, you're gonna grab that one specific?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Like it's the title, Fetus Cryptman.
No. I mean all the other books as well.
How so?
Well, just like any normal library, the book's name is written on the backside thingy. You know, when they are on the shelf, so you can easily just look at it and.
Oh yeah. On the yeah.
Okay, while I read the book, I just walk around and well, read some fucking book names until maybe one catches my eyes.
Okay. You do this for a bit.
But also, what is the current book about?
Oh, you actually started reading it?
Well, yes.
It's basically about an inquisitor that's faced with the first tyrannic invasion of the galaxy. Went a little bit above and beyond the Call of Duty, emphasis on the above and beyond. Basically, think scorched earth tactics, but on a galactic scale.
Good guy.
Yeah, he was banished from the Inquisition for his actions.
Oh.
Although, admittedly, and there's like an author's note at the end that states that it did help a lot. It was a very controversial decision, but it did help.
And he's still remembered as a hero by some.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. And now start looking for other books. While I pretend to read that, or still reading it.
Is there anything particular you're looking for?
Anything with demon in its name.
Okay.
Or demonic, or whatever. Hashtag demon.
You eventually find, like after a couple of minutes of perusing around, you find a particular stand. Bookshelf. Sorry, shelf. That's what I meant. A particular shelf at the end of the library. Contrary to the other shelves, this one, it's not chained per se, but the books themselves are linked by a chain coming up from above, and like you can take the books out, but you would have to read them basically on the spot. You can't really take them out unless
They're
have
chained to the shelf.
Pretty much. That shelf in particular catches your attention. Until, give me a second.
And before the chains are have like some fucking laser, high-tech laser security systems.
While you're looking for it, you hear someone come in the library,
Yeah,
like the
goddammit.
faint footsteps. You're still at the end and relatively concealed. The footsteps don't seem to indicate that the person is looking for you. Might just be, a coincidence.
So I'm like concealed in a way.
Relatively, yeah.
Can I? Oh no, my servitor doesn't do that. Fuck. I just stay a bit concealed for now, pretending I'm reading and just lost in my thoughts. Well, lost in the book, basically.
Mhm.
So what are the footsteps doing?
You faintly hear the person getting closer. As the person reaches pretty much the position where you are, you can see it's an older gentleman. Appears to be wearing the robes of the ecclesiarchy. He vaguely looks to his right side where you are, looks at you like, eh, and then turns left and goes off into another shelf on the opposite side. Grabs a few books from a couple of shelves and then moves back to the center of the library where a couple of tables are and just apparently sits down to read them.
Ah, boy.
So, for context, you're basically here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's somewhere around here.
Hmm. How badly are you guys? Like, how badly do you guys want to keep your characters?
Wait, we will keep our. Oh god, Finn, you have
Oh,
a
man, Finn.
thingy on.
Oh shit.
No, that was his telepathical.
So yeah, we will keep our characters, but you will die horribly, as I wrote.
Oh, no. I will fucking bring all of you down with me.
Sure.
I mean, hey, Sabina is an easy one. She saved 2 heretical children. Of course, she is heretical herself.
Suck a dick.
Well, I agree with that, but what did I do?
Yeah.
You didn't burn the heretical children fast enough.
Yeah.
That kind of proves you're heretical as well. Anyway. Oh boy. Can I read the names of the books that are in the special shelf?
Most of them have, kind of name that you would assume they have. Demon this, demon that. I mean, they are chained to the wall, but nothing too interesting catches your attention. Until you find one, like a small book. Seems to be more of a journal than anything else. It doesn't have a title on it. At least not at the backside that you could see.
Mm-hmm. So, and they are chained, like the typical chain thing that makes noise.
Yes.
I mean, fuck it. Why shouldn't I be able to read that? Or shouldn't I mean, mate, if they are there, then they're.
I mean, if it literally said that you do not have the credentials to read it.
No. I didn't have the
Yes.
credentials. No. I didn't have the credentials for the search result to be expendable. I mean, okay, wait, Smiley, is there any, like, fucking signs on the shelf saying do not read or do not pass beyond this point or whatever?
No, not necessarily, no.
Okay, so for all I know, there is a special-looking shelf with fucking chained books.
He's gonna stalker logic this and then die and be sad about it.
Stalker logic, I did that.
I mean, hey, you walk into a library, there are books chained. That doesn't mean you shouldn't open them, for fuck's sake.
Um,
If anything, it just means they're more valuable than the others, and it's like, don't steal them or whatever.
mhm.
Prove me I'm wrong, bitch.
I don't have to. You will be proven yourself.
Okay, I tried to read the journal.
Okay.
Carefully.
As you grab the journal, the chains rattle.
And
And
fucking alarm goes off.
No. You hear the gentleman that was in the table like, trying to read here. Quietly.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to find a little bit of oil. Some of my arms are a bit rusty.
Yeah. Fucking metal freaks.
Hey, I heard that.
And you're gonna complain to the Inquisitor.
Fair enough, touche.
Now allow me to read in peace. But yeah, as you grab the book, you notice it legit is a journal. The front cover also hasn't anything written, but as you open up the cover, it has like hand scribbled in it. Give me 2 seconds.
A spell on how to summon Diablo.
No, it's actually cock and ball torch.
Oh yeah, the forbidden knowledge.
It's handwritten there. Inquisitor Castella's notes about the Askellon sector. I'll remind you all, Askellon sector is the one where you guys are. It's this thing on the map. This is the Askellon sector.
And do I know that Inquisitor that's speaking about?
You don't.
Fair enough, I keep reading.
Okay. As you peruse through the pages, you find a couple of notes about, isolated incidents of heresy here and there. Blah, blah, blah. Until you find a note that starts with, wouldn't you know it, Somnius Halbrum. The note basically details how Somnius Halbrum was expelled from the Mars priesthood, and that this Inquisitor is going to investigate why. Especially because there seem to have been reports of his activity here in Thessalium.
I keep reading.
Okay. Pass through a couple more pages. And it details that the Inquisitor found out that Somnius pretty much had his own Skitari army, so to speak. It details that he had 4 units under his control, each one of them commanded by a sentient servitor. Your brain tries to process this information like sentient servitor. What?
AI.
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know. Fair enough.
Yes. It then goes on to detail that the said units. One of the units is a Skitari Ranger unit. Unknown number of members. And then there's like a commander name of that unit.
Which is?
Anunyak.
Okay.
I've written it down there.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's also a Vanguard unit. This one has commander name unknown. Also, while you're reading this, you kind of remember the types of Skitarii. The Rangers are pretty much. You remember that when you guys met Somnius Halbrand, the two guys on either side of him were Rangers. So they're basically your scout snipers, so to speak. The Vanguards would be probably your shock troopers, right? Close quarters, breach, and secure, stuff like that. Commander name unknown. Then there's also a unit of Sicarian infiltrators. The infiltrators,
That's the assassin bots.
no. Those are the Rust Stalkers, but they are very similar. And like most of the cybernetics are similar, except for one thing: the infiltrators have like a resonance generator in their head. Excuse me. It basically allows them to fucking disorient their enemies through sound and then get up close and personal and beat the living shit out of them. The Rust Stalkers on the other hand are fast, very agile, and their blades, not the ones that the guy you fought had, because he just had random machetes, whatever the fuck. But usually their blades, they they can they can pretty much like vibrate at frequencies until they find the specific molecular frequency of a specific armor, and once it does find that frequency, it just passes through it like butter. So in theory, that thing could fucking cut a starship in half. In theory. But yeah, it names also a unit of Sicarian infiltrators, commander unknown, and then the unit of Rust Stalkers, commander's name Hakim.
I keep reading.
It also names then that the four commanders were apparently saved from typical Skitari lobotomy by Somnius and thus are completely independent, being loyal to Somnius because they want to and not because of programming. As you keep perusing, it kind of goes into a note of the smoking cobras. The At this time noted the Inquisitor noted that the secret smoking cobras were a rumored organization within the Decilium that very likely was controlled by Somnius Halambro. As you finish reading it, it pretty much it's most this part in particular is more speculation than anything else.
Has it to do with Project Sopharos or whatever?
Sopharos?
Yeah.
Go reading it, you find that what the Inquisitor speculated was that the Smoking Cobras were pretty much her, like a terrorist organization. They were kind of the Somnius's puppets. If they did anything, they wouldn't even know it because they were puppeted by Somnius. No notes on this particular part speaks of Project Sopharos.
Okay, that's it.
That's the end of Somnius note, basically.
Oh, there is more. Okay.
There's also a small note hinting at potential third-party organization with forbidden knowledge of the warp. It again goes mostly into speculation. It states that the organization is the name is unknown. Their existence as of yet is unknown if they actually exist, though there are signs that they could be around. If they do exist, the incidents that could be linked back to them would indicate some sort of maybe a couple of members in high society for the clearance that they would require. There's also a tiny note linking Copex Orbital to their most probable base of operations.
Okay, I'm lost now.
Okay, what do you need to know?
I don't know. Just repeat the whole thing.
Okay. It basically what the Inquisitor wrote down was basically that she speculated that due to the amount of incidents in this particular era of the sector, there might be an organization with forbidden lore in the warp around here. Her steps brought her to Desalium.
I mean, but mate, is this still about Somnius?
The Somnius was just one note.
And this is a different note from a different Inquisitor?
No. It's the same book. It's just a different note.
But is it about the same investigation?
Pretty much, mate. The book is called Inquisitor's Notes about the Askellon sector.
Okay.
It's not all gonna be about Somnius.
Okay.
As I was saying, she also presumed that due to the nature of the incidents, that the organization, if it exists, most likely has members in high society, particularly in Desalium.
Desalium is a system.
No. Desalium is the planet that you guys
Planet.
were in. Yeah, we're about to end it. Oh, and also, like at the bottom of the note, it's speculated that Copex Orbital, the thing that was noted by where the dude got kidnapped,
Yeah.
is the most likely base of operations for this organization. It then, the note and perchance the book itself ends with, "We'll investigate next. ... And that's all she wrote.
What is the name of the Inquisitor?
Inquisitor. I forgot what was her name. Castella.
Castella. Fair enough. What is the name of the station?
Copex Orbital, but you already know that.
I don't know if I Copex Orbital. Okay. And I put the book back without making too much noise to not disturb the old guy.
Yeah, you do.
And that's it. I kind of put the other book also back where I found it, and well, I need my implant.
Alright, do you boys want to end here, or anybody has anything else to do?
I mean, could as well if he has to pay. Plus, it's kind of, relatively speaking, time.
Yeah, we can divide this downtime.
We can do
for
the
two.
cybernetics
Yeah,
next time, yeah.
Not just cybernetics. Again, downtime, 2 sessions.
I mean, I can literally just. You need to give me the rest of what they have, and we can just literally do this off screen, mate.
Yeah.
And you can expand in the meantime.
Shut up.
No.
I will.
I want more. More.
Mate, I have fucking 3 exams in 2 weeks, alright? I don't have fucking time for this now.
Oh,
Okay, I'll help you.
No, you won't. Shut up. Alright. That's the end of the session there. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry about the delays. What did you guys think?
I like the map. Oh wait.